Your actions have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the trending contracts. And today's contract, Classic 47, set on the Isle of Scale. And the contract ID is up on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today, courtesy of Insania Illogical. So on to our briefing, and there isn't one, so we'll just say that our targets today have been very naughty and they need to be shown the error of their ways. So speaking of targets, today we have 5 of them with no stipulations on how we dispatch them or what we wear whilst we do so, but we do have only one exit. So for today's challenge, we will be starting at the keep, and we're going to have the Seeker 1 stored up at the morgue, and we're going to be bringing with us a silenced pistol, some coins, and a lethal syringe. So right from the start and off the bat, we need to make our way downstairs. We are right above the Constance apartment as we speak. So what we're going to do is knock out everybody in this part of the building and get ourselves a change of disguise, because I don't think this scarf is going to quite cut it. So first things first, we're going to duck in through the bathroom window and we're going to turn on the sink. That's going to get the attention of one of the guards outside, and when he comes in to investigate, we can render him unconscious and take his outfit. We're going to grab his gun as well while we're at it. We're going to need a distraction. So as soon as he turns the sink off, we can then pounce on him, render him unconscious, grab his gun, grab his body, dump him in the crate, and take his outfit. There we go. So we're now blending it in nicely. So there's another guard just out here, but he's got his back to the wall. So we're going to drop our assault rifle on the floor, so that will make him move. We can then render him unconscious, and we're going to hide him in the bathroom along with his colleague. We're going to collect up all of the guns as well. So we'll just stop and grab that one. And then we continue on to the bathroom and the crate in the corner. So that's this floor dealt with. Now downstairs we have another guard and the butler, and at some point in the next minute or two we will be joined by the Constant. So we're going to grab both of the cannonballs from the shelf there. There is the guard on instinct. So we're just going to place one of the guns we've got on the floor here. There we go. And we're going to then use one of the cannonballs to attract the attention of the guard onto the stairs. You won't be able to get him to come all the way up, but if we can get his head above the top step, he will then see that gun, and that will bring him the rest of the way. So the guard should be on his way up here now, and he should be spotting the gun any second. And as soon as he goes in to take that gun away, we can then render him unconscious. There we go. We're going to hide his body in the closet that's just in the corner of the room over here. And we now have a submachine gun as well. So we're doing quite well out of this. So we're just going to get him into the closet here. As we make our way downstairs, you may notice the Constant has arrived. So what we're going to do is collect up our cannonball from the stairs, and we're just going to wait here on the stairs for a few moments while the Constant and the butler begin a conversation. The butler will make his way over to the Constant. There we go. He will have his back to us, so we can then render him unconscious with a cannonball, and then quickly render the Constant unconscious as well. There we go. So we're going to grab everything they drop. Between the two of them, they do drop quite a number of items, including key cards and keys. So next up, we're going to hide the butler upstairs in the closet provided, along with his guard from downstairs. And that leaves us now alone with the unconscious Constant, who is our first target. So all we're going to do is grab everything that he's dropped. There we go. We've got lots of lovely goodies. Thank you very much for all of that. I'm going to, in return, teach you how to fly. So if we time this just right, which we probably won't, we can drop the Constant out of this window here, right in front of our next target. So out he goes. That's one target down. Unfortunately, the target downstairs was not in the correct position. I didn't expect him to be. So we're going to exit the Constant's apartments, and we're going to make our way down the keep stairs all the way down to the bottom, and just down in the storage room here we will find our Seeker 1. Once we have that, we can make our way out of the building, and just here is our target. So he hasn't actually spotted the body of the Constant, so I'm guessing that maybe the Constant bounced off into the ocean. So what we're going to do is just position ourselves behind our target here, throw a coin into the tall grass next to the castle, select our lethal syringe, and when the target goes in to investigate, we can jab him in the back with the needle. Now technically you can just render him unconscious, snap his neck, shoot him, drop him off the ledge, any number of things, but it's possible you could be seen. There are people behind us on a raised platform. Most of them tend not to look this way, but occasionally one of them might. So we're just going to go for a nice easy accident poison kill. So that's our second target taken care of. We're just going to use instinct and make sure that the patrolling Archean enforcer is not in the area, and then make our way into the building, up one floor and out onto the patio area here, or the courtyard. And out here we will find a well, a couple of waiters and a couple of guards, one of which is our target. So we're going to select our Seeker 1 and we're going to shoot our target with it. He's going to get sick and he's going to go into the warehouse, which is the building right in front of us, and he's going to go and be sick out of a window. We can't get into this building, the door is locked. We could follow him in, but the room does have enforcers and cameras. So we're going to make our way around the outside on the ledge here, and luckily enough for us, this will culminate in us meeting back up with our target at the open window. So we've arrived just ahead of schedule. Our target is approaching as we speak, and once he stops to be sick, we can just dunk him straight out of the window and into the Atlantic Ocean. So he didn't quite make it that far, it seems. But that was a nasty landing, head first. Oh dear. I don't rate his chances of survival. Right, so that is 3 targets down. This time round we are going to go in through the window and just make it a little bit easier to pass back into the courtyard area. And we're now going to head up to the roof of the warehouse where Jebediah Block is located. Up here we will also find a number of guards and Archean guards, I think, maybe as well. No, just the regular militia guards. So we need to knock everybody in this area out. We're going to start with the guard here by the satellite dish. He's the first and easiest to get to. So we're just going to turn off the generator, turn it back on. When he comes to investigate, we can render him unconscious. We're going to leave his body where it is for the time being. We're then going to select once again our cannonballs, and we're just going to wait for our target, who is the Militar, to stop, and then we're going to render both Jebediah block and our target unconscious before running over to the final guard, who is looking out to sea and has seen absolutely nothing. There we go. So everybody is now asleep. We're just going to tidy up a little bit and hide all of the bodies right at the back here. So Jebediah will be last. We'll grab everything he drops as well. We might find some of these keys useful. So that just leaves us with our target. So grab his gun, grab everything he's dropped, and we're going to dump him over this ledge here. And this time, hopefully, we might actually get someone to land in the water. Though it's not looking too good, those rocks do go out quite a way. So that just leaves us with our final target. We've got a bit of a trek ahead of us now, so we're just going to head back down to the lower courtyard. And I'm going to use instinct to check on the location of the patrolling Archean enforcer. And good job that I did, because there he is. This guy is almost a super enforcer. There's very few outfits that he is not an enforcer to. So, and they do move around these two quite a large area. So we do tend to have to avoid them or run into them quite often. So we're just going to give them a chance to move off away, and then we can make our way past the funeral and down towards the what I always assumed was the keep, but we're going to call the gatehouse, and that's just through this area here, past these guys, and then up the stairs, and up the top here we find our final target, and he is on patrol on the bridge here. So what we're going to do is we're going to lure him over into the corner by placing a gun on the floor, and then we're going to move at a safe distance somewhere over here will do nicely before he gets too far, because his next position will be the other building. We're going to throw a coin to get his attention, and luckily enough we have. So when he comes over to investigate, he will see that gun, and when he moves in to collect it, he will then be out of sight of the other two guards on the other rooftop just across from us. So he spotted the gun, he's going to move in that little bit closer, and we can move in behind him and plant two in his back for our final kill of the day. And he will now be able to remain there because no one can see him. And all we have to do for our one and only exit is make our way back down the stairs and over the ledge here, and we should have a boat waiting to take us back to Diana and a nice hot cup of coffee. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of, and we just get confirmation everybody has been eliminated according to plan. We've met our objective, and we've got our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.